Hi, yalla guys. This is Joey from Footy Balls, and let's talk about Rugby Nations 22. It's an Android and iPhone game that you can buy in the App Store. Not yet released in North America, but I'll put a link in the description to show you guys how to download it. If you do live in those areas, there's a way. So it's a very similar format to Rugby Nations 19, but they do have a lot of upgrades, which I think are really good upgrades. You can see right away they have a fitness bar, which you didn't have in last game, but it's got the standard gold, cash, medical, training, but it's got more advanced features than those that you can see here. You can still watch the commercials and get rewards that way. They have a World Cup with some updated teams. You have Colombia, Belgium. Pretty cool to see some new teams that have no chance of winning the World Cup. Here is the create a player or create a team option, and it looks updated, better pictures and the graphics here. And you can see there's a standard and advanced bar here. I don't fully understand the advanced features, but you have different traits that you can upgrade, different specific abilities based on bronze, silver, and gold. Um, you can re-roll traits, so you get these um, coins and card packs that you can choose to change the player. So it's definitely a big change compared to Rugby Nations 19. Let's play a game and see how the gameplay is different because that's um, a lot different than last game too. You could see the cutscene there before the kickoff, and so you have the ball. It looks very similar right off the bat, but you can see in the ruck there's that yellow and red bar there, and that is a big welcome upgrade compared to last game because it's showing you how you are in the ruck, whereas last game you had no idea. So here, depending on how many players you have in the ruck, and then how you get tackled, it all depends. So I really like that upgrade. It's a welcome upgrade compared to last game where it was just like at random. You would eventually get the ball back after like 5 or 6 tackles. This, it seems like there's more variables at play. And if you look at the kicking, um, it's a lot more difficult to kick, which is great because it's more realistic. So in the previous game, you can just kick bombs from 50 meters out with any type of player and score a drop goal. Here, it's not as easy. So you got a penalty, just like last game. I'm going to go for a penalty goal and I'm going to miss it. I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong in this, but I can never kick a penalty goal, which I think those you should be able to score more easily, but whatever. Um, so here you have the ruck, and another thing you'll notice is it's not as easy as last game to score a try. I mean, the defense is more realistic in that sense. I'm going to try to get a goal here, and I miss it. I don't like missing drop goals, but it just seems more realistic. I like that. So you get a 22-meter restart here. Um, and so it's a pretty fun game. And go look at the line out the lineup. You can switch out your players just like last game, but those small things that they've changed is a huge update in my opinion compared to Rugby Nations 19. So the defense is more realistic. You have to kick more tactically in this game, which I love. Here I lost the ruck, and so they stole the ball. And here we have a maul, and you have to swipe up in the smaller, swipe down at the right time. Yellow is okay, green is better, but it's just an extra skill that you have to do, um, which is, in my opinion, a welcome change. So here you're just fighting. It's a battle the whole time. So it's really more active gameplay. I really like it. Here, if you get hit while you're passing, it will be a bad pass. That's like last game too. Um, you have to choose long passes or short passes based on how long you hold the button down, um, and you just have to think more strategically in this game, like a real rugby game, which is really cool. I'll try to do a short kick and get the ball back, And let's see. Oh, I got the ball back. Hell yeah. And I love that because last game I thought it was impossible. I'm going to kick it out here and show you what a line out looks like when you're not throwing in. Just like last game, you're going to pick which side you're going to jump in, and you have to swipe at the right time if you want to steal the ball, which I failed there, but I try to get the ball back. Pretty cool. Here, I'm going to try to kick in here just to show you. Kicking strategically, got them in the back end, and I don't know what happened there, but they get a scrum. But also, unlike last game, they'll kick it more, which is good. I'll show you a part from last game where they do it differently. Here's a scrum, and I know you can't hear it, but the referee's calling out crouch bind set. Real cool. So that extra little thing that they do in the scrum is a big change in my opinion. I think it makes it a lot better, a lot more realistic. So if you score a try, you go for the conversion, and he makes it. Those are a lot easier than the penalty goals. So yeah, I love it. You see, you can see the kicking there. It's more realistic. So in Rugby Nations 19, as I was saying, is you can kick bombs. You can kick it so much further with any type of player, even with a forward. Even with a hook or a prop, you can kick it 60, 70 meters. So this is much more strategic. So um, feels more like real rugby. So I will say, if you do live in North America, I'm not sure. I know for sure you could see on their app store they don't have the game listed. So check in the link in the description, and I'll hook you guys up.